Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shante Roddy. I am coming on with stimulus updates regarding the SBA funds for the Shuttered Venue Grant, the Restaurant Revitalization Grant, Paycheck Protection Program, Eidl, and other grant opportunities that are available for entrepreneurs and small business owners. There's a lot to cover today. As I said previously, there is trillions of dollars actually at this point that are that are being rolled out into different programs that are available for small business owners and entrepreneurs to take advantage of. So I want to bring you the information as soon as it becomes available so that you can get a financial lifeline for yourselves, your families, and your businesses. We need businesses to survive. We've already lost over 400,000 businesses that have closed their doors. So we want you all to remain open and those that have closed to be able to reopen as well. So before I get started, I just want to welcome you all in. Thank you so much for your continued support. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from. We always like to invite you in. Thank you to all of our subscribers. We're over 20,000. We're trying to reach our next milestone of 30,000. So if you have not subscribed, but you're enjoying our content, go ahead and subscribe, become part of our family. We appreciate it. Do give this a thumbs up, right? So more people can see this video. Do share this video and our channel out to those that you have peers and friends and family that own businesses, that have side hustles, that they qualify for these programs, they still don't know. So we need your help. We need your support in sharing out the information. Tag your small business friend in this video if you believe that this would be of benefit to them. We definitely, again, appreciate it, and they will appreciate it because you would have impact their lives by making that one, that small action on your behalf, on our behalf, and on their behalf. So thank you all again so much. I'm going to start with the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant. This is a large grant up to $10 million that is being administered by the SBA. The SBA just reopened this grant application. Okay, so I didn't say 10,000, I said 10 million. So they had initially opened up this program. However, like within seconds, if not minutes, it came crashing down. So the SBA shut it all down. You could still be able to register as an applicant, but they shut it down to work through all of the issues that were happening to work on the technology and the systems. So they have done that, and they just today, April 26th, reopen the application portal. So they recommend, the SBA, the Small Business Administration, recommends that you actually register first, then apply. What I want to show you is I'm actually on the SBA's email list. I'm also a SCORE mentor, so I'm on the team. We actually have meetings scheduled for today, so there's a lot of things happening. But I want to show you really quickly, once you arrive at their portal, you can access the application on SBA's website, sba.gov. I believe I have about probably 5 explainer videos on this program. So if you need help with this program, go to any one of our explainer videos on our YouTube channel to be able to help you out. There is also help from the SBA. They have webinars, they have checklists and other resources available to help you with the process as well. SCORE, as well, just said, I'm a SCORE mentor. You can reach out to your local SCORE office. You can reach out to your local small business development centers, your veterans. So for those who are veteran business owners, you can reach out to your veteran centers. And women-owned business can reach out to your women business centers, and minorities can reach out to the Minority Business Center. So there are a lot of us that are working together to provide outreach. So to make sure that the smallest of small businesses that qualify for these programs get access to it. So it's not enough that they have billions of dollars, which they do, that are available. If you don't know about it and you can't apply and you don't have what you need to be able to submit a successful application. So as always, we have resources. They're on the screen. They're also always in the description of this video and in the show notes. I just really want to quickly show you. So even if this grant does not apply to you, you know someone who it does apply to, okay? So this is the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant. This is for those that have or operate live venue, meaning artists, performers come, people come to hear live performances and they pay, right? So this is for those, even if you represent. So I have peers that represent talent, comedians, artists, musicians. If that is you, you can qualify for this program. So I always want to make sure that you're reading through all of the eligibility requirements that you know, so you can know for yourself if you qualify for this program. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly because I think this is important. It's up on the screen here now. This is what you will see. So if you go to the website, you see this on the screen, and it says they know that it's millions of people trying to apply at the same time. So they have a note here with your placeholder. So I said that they updated the system. You will see this. It says you are now in line due to high demand. And because we want to be able to successfully, we want you to be able to successfully complete your application, you are in line when you come in here. And it's actually showing you your placeholder in line. And it's saying while you wait, you can please check out everything you need to know regarding how to complete the application at sba.gov/SVO grant, where you can find the user guide, frequently asked questions, and the application checklist, which is so important because, and it's a lengthy checklist, let me tell you, but it's going to tell you everything you need depending on what type of business you have, what category qualifier you are. It will tell you what types of information, documentation, and records that you need to be able to have when you are submitting your application. It has this bar that's going across with the little person, the little figure that is walking there. It's telling you your position, it's telling you your number. So I'm here, it's telling me that right now the number of users in line ahead of me has decreased. It was 600. It has now decreased to 149. It is saying that the expected arrival time on the website is 12:39, which is less than 1 minute, okay, that I can have access to the portal. So I think this is great. So this is helping the portal not to crash, right? So you all are not getting overly frustrated. So here it is. If you can hear that noise in the background, so it's telling me thank you for rating. It's my turn. And it's walking, so it's prompting me to get to the portal. So this is what you will see. So if you know that it's going to be a while, you could just keep it up here on the screen until it lets you in. And you should see, right? It let me into the portal where I can now apply, right? I think this is so much better than what it was, so that it does not start come crashing down. So now it's here on the website. It gives me I'm on the home. It gives me my FAQs, supplemental documents that I'm going to need. It's going to give me more information on how to apply and more information. This is where if you register or log in. So if you've already registered, you're just going to log in and then continue on with the application process. Okay. So this is the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant that we're talking about. First, the portal is now open up to $10 million. If this fits you, I would encourage you to apply. You can apply for this grant and Eidl Paycheck Protection Program. You can get other grants. If you apply for PPP, if you receive PPP after December 27th of 2020, the amount you get from this grant will be offset by the amount of funds that you received from your PPP, and that is a question on the application. Now, some of you may potentially qualify for this grant and the Restaurant Revitalization Grant Fund. You cannot apply for both. You cannot get both. Okay. So you need to go through the Shuttered Venues Grant, the restaurant grant, and see which one is the better fit. And then make that decision and then apply based on which one is going to be the best one for you. Okay. So this is the Shuttered Venues Grant. We have other videos that go well into details explaining the process, what you need, all of that. Go check those videos out on our YouTube channel. Now, Restaurant Revitalization, a grant fund. We know the SBA made the official announcement about this grant. Now, if you are in the food industry, if you know somebody that is in the food industry, please tag yourself, tag them. Let me know what you do, what it is that you do, because this grant, this Restaurant Revitalization Grant, it runs the gamut. Unusually it covers so many types of businesses. Really, you could sell peanuts. People can pay you for peanut snacks and you can qualify for this program. You can have a restaurant, you can be a caterer, you could be a baker, you can sell juice, right? You could sell alcohol and you could qualify for this program up to $10 million. Okay, so up to $10 million, up to $5 million per location for restaurants that you can qualify for this program. So this one is even more important, because I think even more businesses will qualify for this program. I know so many caterers and bakers and restaurant owners, and a lot of time the restaurant owners aren't on social media, unfortunately. So they don't even know about these programs unless there is community outreach. So that's why the SBA, there's funds allocated for us to work towards getting that out, going into communities, right? Doing that outreach, making sure everyone knows about all of these grant programs, because for all of these programs, there are set aside dollars for the smallest of smallest businesses, dollars set aside for the underserved businesses, for minorities, for women, for veterans. So those are things you need to know as well. And those are the types of things that they're considering when they're rolling out these various grants. Now, they are rolling them out in phases. I've already explained that with regard, I mentioned the Shuttered Venue Grant, but it's in phases. I go into detail about that on the other videos. I also have 4 or 5 Restaurant Revitalization Grant explainer videos. So the portals haven't opened yet, but the SBA have already announced the program details. They've already provided the form, an application form to get ready for when the portal opens. So what do I say about staying ready? You need to be ready when the application portal open, and not be still trying to get ready, right? You want to make sure you have all your business in order, everything organized and ready to go. Okay, so if you go on the SBA website, you can also, excuse me, I have a connection issue. You go on the SBA website, you can get all the information regarding the Restaurant Revitalization Grant information. Tell your friends, tell your peers about this grant, because this one is going to be huge. Is a huge grant, but millions will be applying. They don't anticipate that it will last long. It will be first come, first serve, and there is a phased approach to who gets it as well. One thing I did not mention about the Shuttered Venues Grant is that there is a supplemental grant attached to that. One difference between the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant and the Restaurant Grant is the Shuttered Venues Grant, you must also have your DUNS number, cage number, and be registered in SAM, which is the Systems for Awards Management, which is the government system that they use to issue out contracts and grants. You must be in that system. However, for the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, you do not. It used to be that they were going to require that, but they felt that it would be more burdensome and create more barriers for restaurants to be able to access the application. So they have eliminated that requirement, but they will be working with third-party partners with technology to implement their portal and help to administer the process. So as information is revealed or provided by the SBA, we will keep you all abreast of that. But you have enough information to know if you qualify and to start getting your applications ready. So use the template. That's what I do all the time. Use the template. Make sure you have everything ready, and then when it opens, you're already set to go. Okay. So if you have any questions about Shuttered Venue Operators Grant or restaurant, just drop them here in the comments, and I will try to answer before I get off of the live. If I don't get to them, I will always follow up after the broadcast. Next, I really want to talk about the Paycheck Protection Program because time is running out for you all to be able to get access to the Paycheck Protection funds. This is a forgivable loan program. This is open to anyone. If you are a gig worker, self-employed, 1099, independent contractor, whatever you consider yourself, you can qualify for this program. If you're a small business with no employees or 500 or less employees, you can qualify for this program. You must have been in business as of or before February 15th of 2020. There's still so many people that don't know about this, that are still finding out that they can qualify for the Paycheck Protection Program. You can get 100% forgiven. Those that are funded, and this is the majority of people that I know, peers, right? A lot of self-employed, solopreneurs, small businesses that have less than 10 employees that were left out of the earlier funding. It's been targeted to us. There's an opportunity for us to be able to get access to the funds now. There's $40 billion left. There's less than 40 days left before the deadline of May 31st, and we don't anticipate that the funds will last that long. So if you have not applied, let me know if you have not applied. And if you would like to apply, we have application portals that are in the description and in the show notes. We have help. I'm also accepting one-on-one appointments. If you need more assistance, that is what is in our explainer videos. For a lot of people, the explainer videos are great. They watch the videos, they run with it, and they've gotten their PPPs. Okay. Some people need a little bit extra help. Maybe you continually get declined. You don't know how to overcome that challenge. Then you want to definitely make sure you sign up for a consultation. But we have limited spots, right? Because there's so many people that need help. We only have a few spots available, especially for this week. And you want to start the application sooner than later. The demand is getting greater at this point. So you will notice that there are a lot more delays. Some of you all still have been waiting weeks and months to hear back from certain lenders. Less lenders are still open, but there's still lenders that are accepting applications, right? Still lenders accepting applications, but the wait time is becoming longer and longer, just depending on the lender, depending on how many thousands or millions of applicants that they're trying to process. Some lenders are more responsive than others, I have to say. But if you have an application that you've just been waiting, it's just been in pending status, you haven't heard anything back, and it's been a month or more, just leave that right where it is and apply with another lender. Okay? Apply with another lender. But you can apply. There's still time where you may be able to apply for round one and get funded, and apply and get funded for round two. But time is running out for you all to be able to do it. Okay. Now I've been funded round one and round two for one business. One business I'm having more challenges with. So I always tell you, you can't give up. You have to just keep moving. And I know some of you have been denied, or you've been just struggling getting through, and you all are coming back and saying, you stuck with it. You call, you email, you call, you email, and finally you got approved. You have to take an active approach. You can't give up. If a lender denied you, you can't let that be it. Go to another lender. Figure out why you were denied. Fix whatever the issue is and go to a lender. And sometimes there's not an issue to fix. Sometimes it's just the lender won't accept any applications under a certain threshold, right? So we recently found that out about one of our lenders that we work with, which is Liberty. They won't process anyone under 5,000. I know Cabbage won't process any applications under 1,000. So before you even apply, if you use the calculations that we give you, the same ones that they use to determine how much they're going to give you, ahead of time how much loan you would get to be able to determine if you're going to move forward, if it makes sense for you to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program. But I encourage you all to do that. So again, millions more are eligible with the changes in the calculation. And the calculations for self-employed using the Schedule C. So now instead of net, you use gross to make the calculation, right? Or that number on line 7, you divide it by 12, and then you multiply that number by 2.5 months of working capital. If you are in the restaurant industry under Code 72, you can get 3.5 months of working capital. So then you do that calculation and you will see it's an even greater amount than what you would have received under the net. And we know that many were disqualified because they have deductions, right? I wouldn't qualify until they made these changes. Now they made the changes, has opened it up to millions of you, but you still don't know that you qualify. Okay. And then don't let the process of forgiveness deter you. Yes, it's a loan, but it becomes free money once it's forgiven. There's no reason if you're getting under $150,000 that you can't get 100% forgiven, and that you shouldn't apply. You all need to put your applications in. The application for forgiveness is super simple. For those that are under that threshold, it's a one-page application, and you apply through your lender. Okay, so some of my peers have already said that they've gotten first draw forgiven. It may be too early for second draw, just depending on when you apply and depending on your lender. Some lenders are ready, some are not, but you have time. It's not like if you don't apply for forgiveness in 2 months that you will not be forgiven, right? So, and the loan terms on this are really good too. So it may be you don't get any forgiven, you get partial forgiveness. People have asked me about all different types of scenarios, just depending on different concerns that they may have. Like one lady, she was applying for Section 8 or got qualified, and people were telling her that they were getting denied because they got PPP. Listen, be careful about what people are telling you, and you're making decisions on what other people are saying, and you may not have all the facts. You don't know their situation. Paycheck, the PPP is a loan. It is a debt. It's debt until it's forgiven. Then it becomes income. Then it becomes federally tax-free income. And depending on your state, most states is tax-free as well. You have to check with your state, check with your accountant and your tax professionals for the state that you live in. But most states is tax-free income. Okay, it's tax-free. So PPP. Someone else asked me. I want to address these questions that I keep getting. So I think 4 people asked me this yesterday. Can I apply for first draw and second draw at the same time? The answer is no. You apply for first draw, you get approved and funded, you allocate those funds. You need to use the money on business related expenses. If you are self-employed, you can use and spend 100% on salary replacement. That's your owner's compensation. Those of you that don't have employees, or you can do the 60% towards your salary replacement, 40% towards other expenses that you have in your business, like marketing or hiring or new equipment. It is not for personal expenses. And I have to say that continuously because every day I see a new article where someone's been arrested, someone's been prosecuted, someone's been fined and jailed because they continue to use money to go buy fancy cars, take trips, buy houses. That is not what this money is for. And it boggles my mind that people are doing this. This is for your business. This is for businesses that have suffered due to COVID-19 that need help staying in business, not needing help to go take a vacation. Okay. And I say that because again, it's thousands of out there, and it's that you working with people and they're doing fraudulent things and making up business, making up tax returns, falsifying numbers and things like that. Stay away from those types of things. That's going to get you in trouble. Whether it's today, tomorrow, a year from now, it's going to come back to bite you. The SBA, the IRS, the government does not play regarding their money. Okay. And this is taxpayers' monies that people are dealing with. And you're keeping the money from the people that is due the money, right? The real legitimate businesses, they have a legitimate need, okay? So you take out the first draw, you get funded, you allocate that money, okay? And then you can apply for the second draw. You can only apply for the second draw once you're funded. And when you apply for the second draw, they're going to ask you for your SBA loan number. So you need to make sure you keep all your records. When you sign the loan documents, your loan number is there. When the SBA emails saying that they approve, you will get the lender number and the SBA number. You will need your loan number so that they can verify and match it against your first draw. Okay. That's basically how it works. Now, I ran into an issue with my newest business. Okay. Now, I got approved twice by the lender. The lender is qualifying you. So if you get approved by the lender, that doesn't necessarily mean the SBA is going to approve you. So they denied me. I called them today. So I resubmitted. I'm trying to figure out why they denied me. Okay. So I know why they denied me. They said I wasn't in business as of February 15th. And I'm like, I was in business. Okay. That's why the lender approved me or qualified me, because I showed documentation. So my next step, what I did was call my district office. I have a relationship with the district SBA office. So I called them, and we've been playing phone tag today. I'm looking forward to getting in touch with him sometime this afternoon to see what can be done, because at this point it's not the lender, it's the SBA. Something at the SBA, something's there is telling them that they're going to decline me, and so I need to work with them to figure out what it is and how I can overcome. I tell you, you have to be resilient. I don't give up. They denied me twice. Am I giving up? No, because I know I was in business, and so I'm going to go as far as I can take it till I get approved. Okay. So that's just the way you all have to be as well. I know it's frustrating. I know it's been a long time. I know it's challenging, but as entrepreneurs, we're resilient. I mean, when haven't we come up against challenges? There's no challenge you can't overcome. Okay. You just have to stick with it, and you have to be proactive. You can't be passive in this, and you're trying to get funding and trying to get thousands of dollars or millions of dollars for your business. You have to literally fight for it. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I recommend that you all do. If you've applied with PPP, again, you can apply with multiple lenders. Now, some people are having some struggles. One person reached out to me and said, I think they got approved by one lender, but because they applied with another lender, they are holding them up. So now they got to go back to the first lender where they apply and have it withdrawn before the next lender will process. Now, it depends on the lender. I've never had that problem. Okay. You can have multiple applications in as long as you haven't been approved by one. Once you get approved, okay, then you work that application through until you get the loan document signed and you get funded. That's it. So like I got approved for my second draw on my other business, but I had put in an application somewhere else. They keep sending me the loan documents to sign. So I followed up with them this morning and had them withdraw that application because I've already been funded. There's no reason for them to keep sending me emails. And so I just wanted to make sure it was totally withdrawn from the system because it's totally been funded. So that's what you want to do as well. Every lender is different. And how they handle things or manage things, but just stay, patient, be persistent, do what's in your control to do. Monitor your emails, including your spam folders, to make sure that you are on top of what it is that you need to do. Okay, so that's for PPP. Also, don't forget to request forgiveness. So if you've already had your first draw, reach out to your lender, inquire about the process for forgiveness. Some are ready, some are not. If they're ready, go ahead and submit that application for forgiveness. Okay. So next I want to talk about Eidl. So there's two different Eidl. There's an Eidl loan and there's a targeted Eidl advance. For those that apply for the Eidl program on or before December 27, 2020, you can possibly qualify for the targeted Eidl advance or grant. It's the same thing, up to $10,000 max, right? So emails are still going out. People are still getting approved. People are still getting funded. I was approved. They told me it would be a few days for me to I was approved last week. So they said it would be a few days to be able to get my funds. So I checked this morning and there is not there. So if a week passes by, I will be following up with the same representative that told me I was approved to see what's happening and if she can expedite. But you allow the time to go by, right? You give it time. And the SBA has 21 days from the time they receive your application to process your application. And we know it's taking longer than that. But that is the goal. So if it's been 21 days, then I would recommend to you that you not only email, but you pick up the phone and call someone to inquire about the status of your application, and just double check, is there anything that I'm missing that I haven't done? Any particular reason why it's taking this long? And you may find out that there is, right? So many of you haven't checked that submit button. If you have not submitted or click that submit button, submit the process in your portal, I'm sorry to say, but your application will continue to sit there. It will not be looked at. So I found that out by calling, because I just wanted to know. And it hadn't been that long, right? But had I taken action quicker, I would have been approved quicker. Okay. So I would highly recommend that you check in your portal for that information. The last video we just did is in there. The portal website is there as well. If you don't know how to access it, you can get it from that video. And I'll try to drop it in the comments as well after this broadcast is over. But the targeted Eidl grants, let me know if you've been approved. Let me know if you've been funded for that, up to $10,000. They also, I did a video the other day on the supplemental grant that the SBA just announced that is rolling out as well. That's for that additional $5,000. So in order to qualify for the 10, you must be in a low income community, 300 employees or less, and be able to demonstrate a 30% loss in gross revenues, gross receipts. And if you go back to that video, I demonstrate what that means, how to determine if you have a 30% or more decrease in gross revenue. And it's using the table that they give you, accounting for all your sales, your gross sales in every month in 2019, 2020, and up to the current month in 2021. If you are just now checking your emails, finding it, and it was past 30 days, it may be expired, that email, because on my email, it stated that the button will expire within 30 days. So you want to make sure if you have missed your email that you get to it before that link expires, because once it expires, you can call them. But my understanding is that they say there's no way to reignite that link for you to be able to get access to it. But try, okay? But it's not there's not their responsibility to monitor you and your emails. They are already said that they will be sending out the emails. It's up to you to monitor and make sure that you get it. Now, if you have been declined, there is recourse. They have also put in place an official reevaluation process. We did a video on that as well. So if you have been denied and you feel that that is an error, you can go through the reevaluation process. Now, the SBA, we don't know why, did a mass denial of those not in a low-income community. They also did a mass denial of those that are on child support or old child support. People that don't even owe child support, never been on child support, don't have children, okay? So if that's you, again, you have recourse. I mean, don't accept that they just denied you if it was in error, okay? Go through the reevaluation process, appeal it, and then just be ready to show proof that, that the denial is incorrect or the denial is an error. Now, my understanding is that they have updated the portal for the loan increase. So they also, again, raised the caps on the loan increases. So if you were funded Eidl, you should receive an invitation to apply. They have updated the portal with additional buttons to request an increase at this point. So initially, they sent you an email. You could just send the request in by email. But my understanding is that they have updated the portal. So do check your portal. This is for those that have been funded the loan, which is not forgivable, but the payback, right, of initial payments has been deferred to 2020. So you want to make sure that you know how long it's been deferred and when you need to start paying. You can find that out through the SBA. But the caps have been raised to $500,000 from the $150,000, and raised from 6 months of working capital to 24 months of working capital. So that's a lot of money that you can get for your business to, to help support your business and help you to recover and get back to where it was prior to COVID-19. So these are a lot of programs. Again, just to recap, the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant for those live venues, those individuals that represent live talent, live performers. This includes you. Restaurant industry, Restaurant Revitalization Grant that is coming up. Again, the guidance is already out. Just get prepared for it. Up to $10 million for that program as well. PPP is running out. Tell everybody you know that qualifies to apply. You don't need an EIN or registration for PPP or Eidl. Okay, that is unique to these programs to be able to count for self-employed workers, the gig workers or gig economy workers. Okay, so PPP is available. Time is running out. Funds are running out. And Eidl. Targeted Eidl grant up to $15,000. The $5,000 supplement. Let me just. I don't think I mentioned this. The thing about the $5,000 supplement, you must have 10 employees or less, and you must have demonstrated 50% decrease in gross receipts. 50%. So they will know this. But one thing that they did state is that they will be sending an email, just like they did for the first grant, right, up to $10,000. For the supplemental grant, they will reach out to those that they feel qualify. The grants is a $5 billion fund for the supplemental grants, and which will provide $5,000 grants to 1 million business owners. It will be on a first come, first serve basis based on my understanding. So that means whenever you get the email invite, you need to act quickly, right? When if you're delaying, you're procrastinating, you're like not making it a priority, those that are the ones that's going to get it. And best believe I'm the one of those. Okay, I monitor my email multiple times a day, as I know some others do as well. I want to briefly mention this is not a program under the SBA. It's the Child Care Provider Grant. I just want to keep this in front of you. I've done videos on this one as well. This grant is administered through the Health and Human Services. Okay. It is the Child Care Block Grants. There's two, I think, different funds that they will be issuing grants under. And each state is allocated funding out of this pool of money. So it will be administered at the state level. So I encourage you to reach out to your states your state government that handles the block grants, your Health and Human Services Department at the state level. Inquire when they will be rolling those out. My understanding is that it will be soon. The block grants already exist. So there are block grants that already exist, already have funding available. So definitely reach out in your state. But as far as the federal dollars under the American Rescue Plan Act, these are new dollars that are being given to the block grant that you can potentially get for your childcare business, whether it be a brick and mortar business or in-home business. But I know the requirement is that you must be licensed, you must not have, you must be in good standing, no suspensions, and meet other qualifications set by your state. And we know every state is different in how they manage these programs and what the requirements are for these programs. So for child care providers, if you know one, tag them, share this information with them, make sure that they're looking out for those grants and they reach out because there's probably money already available. Really quickly, want to mention other grants as well. Okay, so we have all of these big funds. Outside of these SBA grants, right, there is other stimulus money being given to the states that were already given to the states. More is being given to the states. So states continue to roll out relief and grant programs. Either they already have them, they're adding more funding, they're adding more rounds to them. And I mean relief so if you need mortgage relief, rent relief, there's even states programs that are providing funeral assistance, paying for childcare, and then definitely small business grants. And so it's better and it should be easier for you to go after grants that are at your local level, right? So it's less it's competitive, yes, but it's less competitive than if you're going for a national grant. and then less competitive to go national than it is to go international sometimes. But the bulk of the money right now is in your state, in your local area. And I mean your government, state government, county government, city governments, you all need to be reaching out to that a lot of times you overlook. And even in addition to that, other associations and organizations that we actually highlight, which ones on our website at www.shebosstalk.com, on our grant tracker. The link is in the comments, as well as that link directs you to other grants that are available. So we show you with our tools and resources how to where to find these grants. We're making it easier, and how to apply for them, how to position your business to be ready to apply, to meet the requirements, and to win with ease, so you're not continuing to struggle and apply and keep getting denied because you don't know what you're doing, right? So you don't want to go into any of these processes blindly. That's why when they put out information and they give you checklists and things like that, get those, right? So that increases your chances of winning outside of someone else that may not submit the right thing, may not be following instructions. But there are grants out there. Even restaurant grants are really big right now at all levels, state, county, and city. And I see them all the time, every single day. So if you're a restaurant owner, you don't even have to wait for the federal restaurant grant. There should be one in your state. And I mean, they have special fundings, whether it's grants or tax credits. It's all free. It's all free money at the end of the day. They have tax credits and grants for help you keep your people employed, help you find employees, to help you educate your employees, to help you get additional technology for your business and for your employees. So take advantage of those resources that are out there, because there are many. I know New York State, shout out to New York. If you're in New York, let me know. They have a huge grant that's rolling out. It is on our website. The information is there. The portal is not, because they are partnering. Again, they announce it, they set it up, they get everything set up, they do their partnering, and then they open it up. You want to know when they first announce that it's coming, that it's been approved, that's when you start getting ready. And you just keep it on your radar. New York State has $1 billion fund. New York State has $1 billion fund that includes millions of dollars for small businesses, all types of small business. So again, this is a reminder, I don't care what type of business you have, how long you've been in business, there is a grant out there for you. Maybe you didn't start your business in time for PPP or Eidl, but why are you stopping there? There are literally thousands of grants available for you to go after, and more coming on for startups, new businesses, and even businesses that are in the concept phase. You didn't start, but you have a great idea. But guess what you need? A business plan, business goals, right? And you need to know what you're going to use the funding for every single time that you apply. So you need to have those things readily available. There are also national grants that are available. They come online all the time, and they're, again, time sensitive. They're not always available. I know Heinz just recently announced a grant. It is on our website for Black restaurant owners. There's grants for women. There's Neutrogena has a grant for businesses that are in the health and wellness industry. So, organizations and individuals alike come on board to give additional grants to small business. They may cater to a particular community, right, or demographic. There's grants. If you're a veteran, reach out to your veterans association, right, or department or agency, and inquire about grants and assistance for veteran business owners. There is help out there and available. But again, once you become aware, then it's time to take action, right? And I get so excited when I hear, our fans and our followers say that they follow our instructions, and they're actually getting the money. They're getting grants, and I'm talking about multiple awards. There's pitch competitions out here that you can participate in, especially if you're a new business. You pitching your new idea. and they're giving tons of money. One grant that just closed is an accelerator. There are also accelerators and incubators that are in place to really help you accelerate your growth, help you accelerate your success, and they give you money on top of that. Hennessy just had one that just closed the other day called Never Stop, Never Settle Accelerator with a $50,000 grant, right? So there's a lot of different accelerators, many pitch competitions out here. So there's plenty of opportunities for you all. If you haven't been able to take out the opportunity before, now is the time. Now start where you are right now. Make getting free money for your business a priority. Use our tools to make it easier for you to win the grants and the funding out there. Just this morning, I got like 5 testimonials from my entrepreneur peers telling me that they got the Eidl grant, or they got the Eidl loan, they got their Eidl increase, they got their PPP, or they're finalists in a grant competition, or they won a pitch competition. So that we share this to give you hope, to let you know that it's not just us, that we really are getting money, and if we can do it, that you can too. There's nothing really special about me or us, except that I make it a priority. I take action, and I know what to do. I have developed an expertise in this, and I have shared that with you. So it's just up to you to use the resources and tools that we have available. And we've done it to make it easier, because we want all of you all to not only stay in business, we want you to be able to thrive in your business moving forward. We want you to be able to, if you want to hire a team, we know we need a team to build our business. You can't grow a business without a team. You need a team. You need a new VA. You need a CFO. You need an accountant. These are things that I know businesses need. And money is not an excuse, because you can get money, right? And with the stimulus checks and tax returns and new tax credits, you should have money that you need to invest in yourself, and take the grant money that you're getting, the stimulus money, and invest in what you need. If you need a business coach, if you need a consultant, you need a lawyer, to patent that idea, copyright, trademark. Think about that. You are the CEO of your business. It takes money to run a business. So I'm telling you how to get free money so that you're not burdened down by debt. This is money you don't have to give back, but you're going to have to put some work into getting it. But we're making it easier for you to do it. So come back and share those testimonials. Continue to share with us, and we share with our community again, so they know that if you're able to do it, they can too. I hope this has been beneficial for you. If you have any questions, I will follow up after the show and answer any questions that you all have. I have a really busy day. I know you all have the same. So have a productive day. Have a productive week ahead. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a wonderful day.